Let me just close by providing an illustration from the Old Testament. This is just an illustration, but I think it helps. It's helped me. When Jacob was dying, he blessed the sons of Joseph. Remember, Jacob thought that Joseph was dead. And of course, then he thought that Joseph's line had been extinguished. So when Jacob came to realize that Joseph was alive and that he actually had children, Jacob took those sons and he said to Joseph, "Let me bless your sons." Do you remember how he blessed them? It's kind of strange. Jacob was an old man. He didn't see that well, but he was perceptive enough to know what he was doing. When he said, "Joseph, bring your sons to me, Manasseh and Ephraim," Joseph did. And if you picture Jacob, Joseph instinctively brought Manasseh to the right hand of Jacob and Ephraim to the left hand of Jacob. Why? Well, because Manasseh was the firstborn. He was the one deserving of the full blessing of his patriarchal father. Ephraim wasn't. What does Jacob do when he goes to bless? Remember what he did? He crossed his arms. He crossed his arms. Remember, Joseph says, no, Father, this is Manasseh, this is Ephraim. But Jacob persisted. He crossed his arms and blessed them that way because he knew that God had ordained blessing on Manasseh that he had not ordained on Ephraim. Now, because of the work of Christ, brothers and sisters, we could picture Christ and the believer standing before the Father. Christ before the right hand of God's blessing, and the elect sinner before the left hand of God's judgment. But as God's arms go forth to bless, what does he do? But he crosses his arms. And he pours out his blessing and love and mercy on the chosen sinners. And he pours out his wrath upon his Son. What we have in the penal substitutionary model of the atonement is a cross-armed blessing.